Once, in ancient India, a woman named Kisa Gotami was devastated by the death of her only child. Overwhelmed with grief, she carried her deceased child from house to house, begging for someone to bring him back to life. Desperate and in deep sorrow, she eventually heard of a wise teacher, Buddha, who might be able to help. Kisa Gotami approached Buddha, crying and pleading for him to revive her child. Buddha, understanding her profound grief, did not immediately refuse. Instead, he told her that if she could bring him a mustard seed from a household where no one had died, he could revive her child. Kisa Gotami eagerly began her search, visiting every household in the village. She asked each family for a mustard seed and explained her situation. However, in every house, she learned that death had touched each family in some way. Every family had experienced loss, whether recently or in the past. As she continued her search, Kisa Gotami began to realize the pervasive nature of suffering and the inevitability of death. She came to understand that no household was untouched by the pain of losing loved ones. Her quest for the mustard seed became a journey of insight and acceptance. Returning to Buddha, she shared her newfound understanding. She saw the impermanence of life and accepted that death was a natural part of existence. With this realization, she found solace and peace, recognizing that suffering was a shared human experience. Buddha then explained to her that the mustard seed was not a remedy for her grief, but a lesson in the nature of life and death. He taught her about the universality of suffering and the importance of understanding and accepting the impermanence of all things. Through this profound lesson, Kisa Gotami was able to come to terms with her loss and find a path toward inner peace and enlightenment. She learned that while suffering is a part of life, wisdom and understanding can help ease the pain. The story of Kisa Gotami and the mustard seed teaches profound lessons about the nature of suffering and the impermanence of life. It reveals that suffering and loss are universal experiences shared by everyone, reminding us that no one is immune to the pain of losing loved ones or facing life's difficulties. By recognizing the inevitability of impermanence, we can learn to accept and cope with the constant changes and challenges that come our way. This acceptance can lead to inner peace, as resisting or denying the reality of suffering only prolongs our distress.